contains 18 milligrams of fiber, in comparison to 2.4 milligrams of fiber in rice. So, if you're going to eat a grain, better to eat amaranth than rice. Much, much better. And
can you cook it like rice or?
Yeah. You can buy the grains.
Yeah, I've seen.
Yeah. And you cook it like rice, or you can also make it into a flour and blend it and make it into a flour, and then make dosas with it. You can make flatbread with it. Okay. It has 3 times more calcium.
Is it same as Rajgir?
Yeah,
The name in Hindi.
I heard multiple times that one. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you have it in India, there's no doubt. This grows all over the world. So you eat that in India?
For fasting.
For fasting, right? So you want codices, yeah. So instead of having quinoa, we could have amaranth there. It'd be very good. And it has a lot of unsaturated fatty acids, omega-3, omega-6, omega-9 fatty acids. And it's extremely rich in vitamin C. And it has a lot of fiber. It has 15%, if you eat a cup of it, it has 15% of the daily requirement of vitamin C, 82% of the daily requirement of iron, so therefore it's a real woman's vegetable and herb because of the periods, women lose blood. This is a blood maker. And then it has 31% of the daily need of calcium. Okay, so you can make a lot of things with the amaranth seeds. Amaranth seeds are very small, so if you leave them in water, they puff up. You can make tabbouleh with amaranth and many other preparations. Okay, so as far as its health benefits go, it has cancer-preventing benefits, and it lowers inflammation. It's very useful for diabetes, heart disease, and stroke, as well as any cardiovascular, any blood vessel or heart issue. It lowers cholesterol, hypertension. It's good for being overweight people who want to lose weight. It's good for diabetes. And it reduces saturated fat while increasing unsaturated fatty acids. So, you have a superstar here, amaranth. So these two, purslane and amaranth, are the superstars of any wild vegetables. Now last, you have a cousin of purslane. Why do I say cousin? Because if you look at these, this is purslane. If you look at this, so they have the same kind of stem. Exactly the same kind of stem. The leaf is different. So this is, it looks like purslane, but actually it's a type of amaranth. And here's amaranth to give you an idea. So this looks a little bit like purslane, but it actually is another type of amaranth. And it's extremely delicious, and it grows wild. I have tons of this. So you have 2 types of amaranth growing, and purslane at the farm. And they're real healthy plants. You can see they have these lush leaves, so you can make spinach-like subjects with it. And you can eat the stem also of the younger branches. The older branches, the stem gets a little harder. And we're going to cook this now in a minute. Okay, so we have two types of amaranth. We have purslane, lamb's quarters, mallow, dandelion, plantain, and chickweed. All of those have tremendous medicinal value. The plantain also has seeds that you can make into flour, very similar to amaranth. So if you cultivate these things in your garden, you could get flour for making bread. You have green vegetables, and the roots. For example, in the dandelion roots, you can make a coffee substitute. So these are real survival foods. Okay, next. There's one leaf I didn't bring. I have it growing at the farm. It's called comfrey. Comfrey is also a superstar. And it's especially useful for pets. It can cure sicknesses of dogs, cats, and cows also. It grows almost anywhere, in any type of soil, any kind of plant. It's used for healing skin diseases and anything related to bones, ligaments, and tendons. It can heal broken bones very quickly. It can heal fractured or fissured bones. It's good for all kinds of skin diseases. And so they're the big, beautiful green leaves. And I have plenty of it growing at the farm. It's also good for rash, poison ivy, any kind of skin diseases. The way you use it is you take the leaf, you put it in boiling water for a minute or two, then you mash it up or blend it, and then you put that warm mash or warm blend of the leaf on the skin, and then you wrap it. You leave it on all night to sleep. And you see it has remarkable healing qualities. Okay, so that's one. Then there's nettles. Nettles have prickly, they're very minute needles, but you just touch it and your skin will be irritated all day long. Right? But once you cook it, those needles go away. You can eat it and touch it. Nettles can heal diabetes and any kind of bone deficiency. Very high, like dandelion, like many of these, a lot of minerals in it. It's very, very good. Huh? Nettles, Nettles. It grows wild everywhere, but usually only in shaded places that are very wet. It doesn't grow in the sun. It likes shade. Usually you'll find it in Marymore Park, where there's a lot of trees. It's like in the undergrowth of trees. In any of the big forests or parks where there's big pine trees and fir trees, in the underbrush you'll see nettles growing. As soon as you touch it, you get this sting, right? And it doesn't go away for a long time. But you can get rid of the sting, because wherever nettles grows, usually you'll find yellow dock. Yellow dock is another herb. Yellow dock can heal diabetes also, like dandelion. It's also edible, but it's quite bitter. And I didn't bring one leaf, but I'll get to it. If you come to the farm, I can show you. When you get stung by the nettles, if you get a dock leaf, you crush it and sort of squeeze the liquid and then rub it. It'll neutralize the nettles. So you see, Krishna as the antidote to all these things. Okay, so now there's nettles, comfrey, chickweed, two types of amaranth, broadleaf plantain, dandelions, mallow, lamb's quarters, purslane. Okay? Now we'll go into cultivated green plants. So everybody knows kale. This is a super vegetable. And you can just see the leaf itself looks amazing. Kale is extremely nutritious. I forgot the information upstairs. But in any case, it's full of vitamins and minerals and chlorophyll. It can heal many sicknesses just by eating it on a regular basis. And I'll show you how we're going to cook it. Then you have mustard. So there are different types of mustard. At the farm we have Indian mustard, and this is Japanese mustard, tatsui. Tatsui. It's very, very delicious, very crunchy. You can see it almost looks like a celery stalk, and very tasty. And mustard grows wild as well as it's cultivated. So these are all different mustard leaves. Okay, then besides that, we also have another superstar, one of the most nutritious green leafy vegetables. This is called collard greens. People don't know enough about collard greens. If they did, they would be eating it every day. It's extremely, in our, Rasavati is going to come and show how you can make patla with collard. Huh? Patra with these leaves. In other words, it tastes better than using taro leaf. In fact, let me call her. Let's see if she's here. Rasa, are you free yet? Okay. So these are very tender leaves. What you do is you cut off the stem, and you just keep the leaf part. You roll the leaf into like a cigar, very tightly rolled. You cut it real thin, and it'll cook very quickly. You put a bed of tomatoes, and then once the tomatoes are softened and you put your spices, then you add these thinly cut leaves on top. Put it on top on the pan, and then lower the heat. And in about 10 minutes it's cooked. And if you don't overcook it, it stays green. It looks very nice, green and red. Looks very, very nice. Or you can use this for rolling patra, or other things. You can make dolmas with it. It's very, very useful. Okay, as far as nutrition goes, collard greens are like purslane, right on the top of nutritionally, let's say, valuable greens. So it has B vitamins, has iron, copper, vitamin E, magnesium, a lot of protein, phosphorus, omega-3 fatty acids, and fiber. Vitamin C, 46% of daily requirement for vitamin C, 49% daily requirement for manganese, 80% daily requirement for vitamin A, 85% of the daily requirement of vitamin K, which is rare for vegetables. And then it has a full spectrum of vitamin B except for B12. And it has potassium. So it's got everything you need. So now I'm going to let Mataji explain what she does to make patra. Okay, so she's cutting the stem off first. Now, what you can do with the stem, you don't have to throw it out. You put it in a blender, you blend it with water, then you add chickpea flour, blend it some more, and now you make your paste. for making pakoras. So you don't have to add anything else to it, because you have this green stem. You can do the same thing with broccoli stems, with Swiss chard stems, with all these stems. And it makes good pakoras. Very tasty, and this is nutritious food, very nutritious. So all these stems can be used. Okay.
You can cook that with chana dal also, the stems.
Stems.
Cut into small pieces.
Okay. Let's see. We learn all these good things. They have seminars like this, how you can use marijuana. You know? we have the seminar how you can use collard greens and other greens for your health. This is the way you cut it. I'll show you.
So this is all mixed masala.
Okay, now we have a mixed masala. Coriander, cumin, haldi, turmeric, hing, garam masala, and chili powder. I'm sure she left something out that she doesn't want to reveal all the secrets. So now we have some chickpea flour, right? Chilla flour. Now we're going to add the masala. Add some salt.
Sugar.
A little bit of sugar. So we're making the flour mix. Amchur, you have mango.
Dried
Mango,
mango.
what is it? Mango.
Dried mango.
Oh, right. No,
Powder.
yeah, but it's made from skin or it's made from seed or what?
No, it's the pulp, dried mango.
Dried pulp. Okay.
Sugar.
Sugar. So we put amaranth, mango pulp. Mango pulp powder.
Dried mango extract.
Right, dried mango. Sugar, salt, and spices. Now we add water. Adding a little more spice, more taste. You know that this is made traditionally by hand, no Vitamix. This is where our ancestors have lived for thousands of years, healthy. Okay, now that the mix is almost done, so now we paste the mix onto the leaf, onto the back of the leaf, not the front. See, if you look at the leaf like this, it looks like the tree of life, right? You see, this thing is alive with all kinds of, here. All kinds of live minerals and vitamins, chlorophyll, and even unknown things that we don't know about. It's all in there. Mataji is showing you one of the favorite dishes of our ancestors. And your ancestors came from Gujarat? Calcutta. Via Fiji.
So this is, we have to steam.
So now, we rolled it like this, and see how nice and easy these leaves roll, right? Now it's ready to be steamed. Once it's steamed, then you cut it into like this, and then you fry it.
Deep fry it,
Deep
or
fry
you can
it.
just shallow fry.
The what?
Shallow fry.
Oh, shallow fry. Deep fry or shallow? Yeah, let's do these two.
Shallow fry.
And how do you steam? You put something in the bottom of the pot with water, and then you put this in a colander or something with holes in the bottom, and you steam, cooks with the steam.
Prabhuji, how long does it take for this to grow from seed or maybe?
Steaming an hour,
No, for
20 minutes.
20 minutes, and after that you can fry it.
no for growing this
Oh, growing this. It's grew in 1 month,
1 month.
but I have really good soil.
Yeah.
And we're going to have a class on how to make bioactive soil. Now we put together a system where we make our own soil. That way, when you make your own soil, you don't have to rototill or plow the land. Every year you just add a new layer of topsoil. It's full of microorganisms. Okay, now she's going to steam it. And maybe you can take a picture of her showing how they steam it. You know, orange is better.
वो सब रख दिया क्या करना है उसको
I mean, this is good too. These are especially potent.
Oh yes.
And they're very tasty and they're soft. So, that's for your information. Now, this is exceptional, very rare thing. This is called Orak. Orak is yeah, okay, so it improves kidney health, boosts cardiovascular, in other words, improves the strength of your arteries and veins. It helps the immune system, detoxifies the blood, and can prevent certain cancers and chronic diseases. And it's called winter spinach. It's in this, these are very soft and fragrant leaves, not fragrant, but very soft leaves, and very rich in vitamin C. It's softer than even spinach. And it's beautiful. It comes red. You did. We'll say it out loud.
Really tasty. Add tomato on this one.
Tomato.
It's very tasty.
And you can cook the stem also.
Yes.
The name is Orak, O-R-A-C-H, but you call it also winter spinach, Alaska winter spinach. And it comes green, it comes red, and it comes dark green. So
You got all of them.
So it comes in these three colors. Dark green, reddish purple, and yellow green. Yeah. This is a real superstar, and we'll have this all year round now. Now let me read about it. Okay, so it has very high levels of vitamin C, vitamin K, calcium, magnesium, phosphorus, iron, protein, antioxidants, zinc, selenium, dietary fiber, tryptophan, so many things. It's good to stimulate digestion due to the high level of dietary fiber and other minerals. So it reduces constipation and other gastrointestinal issues like gastric ulcers and even colon cancer. It has a slight laxative and diuretic effect. In other words, helps the kidneys and urination. It purifies the kidneys and quickly eliminates toxins, excess salt, water, and even fat from your body. By causing frequent urination, you can ensure that your kidneys are functioning at a high level, and also your gallbladder health is improved by the consumption of ora. It's used for cancer prevention because of its high amount of antioxidant compounds that can prevent cancer from developing. It also neutralizes free radicals that cause oxidative stress in the body's organs and cells. In other words, that oxidation causes quick aging. And its high levels of anthocyanins and carotenes help reduce signs of premature aging, boost the health of your eyes, improve cardiovascular health, and even prevent certain mutations in cells that can lead to cancer. So this is a real powerhouse for health. And it's pretty, and plus it tastes good. It has a lot of proteins, minerals, and vitamins to help with hormonal regulation and enzymatic reactions that are required to keep the body functioning. It has high levels of iron and calcium to boost red blood cell creation, circulation, and oxygenation of the tissues and organ system. It increases the overall metabolic efficiency, keeping your body regulated and healthy. It helps you to chant Hare Krishna. I add. And it possesses almost twice the amount of vitamin C as kiwis or lemons. Right? You don't have to import things from Hawaii and South America. You just eat this all winter long. And its high content of ascorbic acid means that your immune system gets a huge boost while white blood cell production is stimulated, and your bodily functions like cellular regeneration and wound healing are sped up. Also, jaundice can be quickly alleviated by adding ora to your diet. There you go.
Jaundice?
Huh?
Jaundice? What was the last?
Jaundice.
So jaundice also can be cured?
Yes. This is not a vegetable, it's a medicine cabinet.
You should patent it.
Yes, you can't patent these things because patented already by Krishna. All right, so now how do we eat these things? Well, we're going to do